Howdy folks, it's Tactical Teach here, and today I'm going to do a knife review of a very important knife to me. It's nothing too special, but it's important to me. It's my first knife. The knife that my father gave me when I was about 10. So way back when, in like 1998 or 1997. I think I was younger than that. But anyways, here's my first knife. It's a lovely Swiss Army knife, Yeoman. It is, like I said, my first knife. It's what has been the standard for knives for me, and I've actually had to do a lot of research to figure out what it is. My parents actually have the original box at their place, but I am not at their place. This knife has gotten me through a lot of things. Had it through Boy Scouts. I had it through a lot of stuff. That mirror finish, ooh. Anyways, it's a 91 millimeter long knife, or a 3.5 inch. It's a 3-layer, meaning there's 3 levels of tools. We have 1, 2, and 3. And I'll go through the tools one at a time, as not to overwhelm you. When I did research on it and found out that it was a Yeoman, I was looking at steel types, and apparently it's a Scandiv steel. And I don't know, I've never had an issue with it rusting or not holding an edge. It probably could use to be sharpened, because I haven't used it in a while. It's been retired. I had to super glue back on the scales. They popped off. There we go. So, let's start with the tools, I guess. Here's the classic main blade. Nothing too special. It's a little scraped up, messed up. See my camera? It's just a normal blade. It actually has a bit of a bend in the tip. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but I stupidly used it as a pry bar one day. So stupid, so young. So there's the main blade, and it's, it says Victorinox. Oh, will it focus on that? Nope, it won't. But it's an Officer Susie with the umbrella and the plus sign. It's not gonna focus, or is it? Nope. You can see a very blurry version of that, but there's that. Holds a good edge. It's kind of sharp. See if there's anything in reach here that I could show you. The pointless paper cut test. Yeah, it has an edge on. Looking at that video, I cut the paper and you couldn't even see it. So here's a better paper cut. Show you. It's got an edge on it. There's a couple spots that it pulls, but it gets the job done. So back to the video. On it, it's nothing special. It could stand to be fixed, sharpened up a little bit. We have a bottle opener slash screwdriver, flathead screwdriver slash wire stripper. Get a lot of use out of this. Open up soda bottles. We'll go with that. But, basic steel type. Probably the most useful tool, in my opinion, right here. These scissors. I use these more than anything on any kind of multi-tool. I need to clean this because it's a little sticky as far as the action on that goes. But seriously, most useful tool right there. Boom. Done. Next we have the Magnifying Glass, which as a kid, I thought that was just the bee's knees. I thought it was so stinking cool. Light a fire or some crap. I just looked at things under the magnifying glass. It's not a great magnifying glass, but it beats a sharp stick. And right here we have the Phillips head screwdriver, which has screwed many things, or helped many things. On the back side we have the corkscrew and little screwdriver, great for fixing glasses. Little flathead there. And then, oh, wrong way. Looking through the viewfinder, not at the knife. And then, as far as tools on the knife, we have this lovely little parcel hook. Can carry something in there, all cool like. I've heard people using it for fishing, and they put this through the lip of the fish and hay bales and whatnot. I've never used that. Actually, you know, I lie. I've carried groceries with it. You know, load up a couple of bags. It works just fine. Now, the outside of the knife, classic red scales, tweezers, classic, toothpick that is stuck in there, classic, and might I mention these are the original tools that came with the knife. No additions have been made to them, no replacements. And this is what makes the knife special, like super interesting to me. The pen. When I was a kid, I thought it was super stupid. Like, why would you ever need a pen? But in high school and college, it made a whole lot more sense. That I could be like, oh, that's cool, let's write that down. That. Ta-da. And it's small, it doesn't work great, but it'll do in a pinch. You know? It gets done what it needs to get done. So, like I said, this Swiss Army knife was given to me by my father. And it's one that, it's just special to me. I try to take care of it, minus the bent blade. Like many children, when I first got this, I actually got in a huge amount of trouble because I was carving on my mother's table with it. That's a bad thing to do. Don't carve on your mother's table with a pocket knife, especially when your father just gave it to you and you end up getting it taken away. But it's kind of funny because my brother, youngest brother, actually did the exact same thing when he got his first pocket knife. He ended up carving on a table and getting in trouble, and it's what kids do. You know, hey. Anyways, I love this knife. It has sentimental value for me. Very, you know, it's a very special knife to me, but it's also just a great workhorse. I tend to swap this out onto my keychain during the summer months, just because it's so dang helpful and useful to have on you. But I don't know how I'm going to do that, or if I'm going to do that this year, because I have my Swiss Army Knife Cadet, which I also love and is great. But anyways, this is the Victorinox Swiss Army Knife Yeoman. It's a phenomenal knife. Clearly it has lasted almost 2 decades here, 18 years for me, with, you know, moderate use and Boy Scouts and not losing it and all kinds of fun stuff. So if you can ever find one, I recommend it. I think it's a sweet little knife, and it's definitely one that means a lot to me because it's special and awesome. Anyways, that's what a knife review is going to look like for me, I guess. I'm Tactical Teach. I'm out. Bye.